Hey guys, we're back and we are going to start tearing into the B20 Z2 and see what is in the bottom end. Again, the story about this engine is we're not quite sure. It's been souped up all around here and there, Type R intake manifold, whatnot. You could see just a couple bolt-ons. So we're thinking if they went that far, there might be some goodies down there. And also, I just want to give a huge thank you for all the support on the previous video, the EM1 video. It makes me really glad to see that you guys are really liking this content. And it's been taking off, so I'm just going to keep pumping away at it here. And also a side note for the channel here, this is the GSR transmission that originally came off this block. I'm actually buying this from my buddy and installing it on my beater over there. We're going to do a manual swap video on that Integra soon. Manual sleeper build? Let me know if I should do that. Drop in the comments below. So I'm wondering where I should start with this, if I should take the cylinder head off or maybe the bottom end. It kind of hurts because I think this was actually done relatively recently, so kind of sucks breaking all these seals, but we got some plans for it anyway, so it's going to need to be apart anyways. I think I'll start with the cylinder head, and then after that we could see the top of the pistons and get an idea if they're domed or not. Also, Merry Christmas to y'all. Today's the 26th, so Merry late Christmas. Valve cover, already. Valve cover, professionally not bolted in. I like to use hand tools when I'm doing stuff like this because if I use like my impact, it might shake some dirt loose into the bottom end. And this engine is going to get rebuilt and whatnot, so it really doesn't matter, but professionals have standards, you know. Alrighty, exhaust side is out. Ooh. Some of these are stuck. Come on. There we go. And there we go. This is when we find out whether or not we have ARP head studs. Let me get it out. And we might need to get a light on there. Yep. Awesome. That's good to know. Let's take a gander now. Yep. That's ARP. Alrighty guys, I'm going to get to taking apart the rest of the top end here, you know, the less fun stuff. But I will get back to you guys when I get her flipped over and we actually see the bottom end and actually also get a look at those piston heads and see if we got maybe some Type R style pistons or something. So I'll be back. Alright, cool thing I noticed about this was I thought this was a GSR head, but actually it's a B16 head, SI head, because it says PR3 on it, which is pretty sick. Oh shoot! Good thing I got a Leatherman coolant line on the bottom for the idle air control valve. Totally forgot about that. My Atlanta. She's taut. There. One intake manifold. Looks like it's been ported a little bit too. Because this isn't all cast actually. Looks like the intake manifold hasn't been ported that much. Looks like they did a little bit of something but they gave up, but that's pretty sick. I'll come show you guys here in a moment. Yep. I'd say that's ported. Nice. Alright, just got off the phone with my buddy. Apparently, it isn't a surprise. This is a EM1 head, and those were Type R cams. But the bottom end should be stock. But we'll find out here. The one place I do use the impact is on the ARP studs, and it really hurts me to do it. Oh. Okay, maybe let's not do that. What in the... God dang it. Okay, well, I guess we're doing the Armstrong method. Try not to drop anything in the cylinder head as I'm leaning over. Now the tedious job of extracting these nuts. 13mm 12 points, for anyone that didn't know. Yeah, this is my tripod, guys. And I just balanced it on a socket. I really need a tripod. It's an ongoing joke on this channel now. So no head. Interesting. There we go. Opa! Mazel tov. Whatever people say. Alrighty guys, so here we got the cylinder head off. PHK X0 is the piston. That is not a Type R style piston, obviously, because it's not domed. My Civic, it's a GSR block, but I put Type R pistons in it, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, that's what we're going to do with this, is put in dome pistons. I don't know if he wants to do OEM style or a little bit more. And we have some irons in the fire at the moment because we have Type R cams. We have a B16 head, and I know piston to valve clearance gets a little tight with that. So it'll be interesting to see there. So I'm pretty confident, just like back in the day, what everyone used to do is they just took a B20 block and they put a SI head or a GSR head on it and called it a day. So this is probably all stock down here, but we're still going to take the oil pan off and see if there's at least any ARP mains hardware. That'd be pretty nice. But so far, I think she's pretty stock. So yeah, otherwise, we might go a different route of the build, but I'm pretty sure that's it. I tried to talk him into doing a stroker kit, but that gets pretty expensive, but it would be really cool. So all I'm going to do now is strip all these external parts off and get it down to a bare block before I get that bottom part off, so we have a nice clean slate to work with. And you don't have to worry about any dirt and junk falling on in. Little pork chop break. Oh, and guess who finally decided to show up? 5 hours late. Yo, is that CS Speed Shop? Yeah. Alright, hey guys, we're back. We're taking apart the bottom end now. So, this is CS Speed Shop recording right now. We're collabing. You've seen his Ranger in some of the previous videos. Oh, wait. You know, the ones that did really good that I put minimal effort in. But anyways, we're taking apart this bottom end. It looks like we got new hardware here, so the bottom end could be apart before. But otherwise...
You've got new hardware on there.
Oh, yeah.
It's fancy.
Yeah, and then also we got a little surprise project here. His Ranger broke down in the driveway. Just a dead battery thing, but we'll get that pulled in the shop in just a moment.
You pulling her off?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't look that bad.
The B20s have griddles?
No, they did not. I know people use the GSR girdles on these things though. I'm just surprised that it has studs in the oil pan.
Yeah.
That's advanced.
That is advanced.
But it doesn't look too bad in there. Frame metal shavings? No. We're even dual wielding right now.
Oh, yeah.
You already know phone cameras going hard.
This gasket's a little hard. I'd say she's been on there for a little while.
That surface isn't even half bad.
What's that? CCBCD.
Huh? Yeah? Something? Well, it's got, yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Is it in camera? Is it photo?
It's in video.
It's in record?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm recording right now.
Alright, so this is actually an oil splash guard. We do not have ARP mains, as we found out. This is just strictly a stock bottom end. This is all built on. Drop in the comments below if you know what CCBCD stands for. I'm actually kind of curious. But yeah, so let's just start knocking these pistons out and get this crank out. And I'll be able to get this oil pump off, and then we're ready to put this thing back together once we all get all the parts.
Yep.
Dalton, I might try and talk you into boost here. I mean, I'm okay with which way you go, but...
I second that. I think you should turbo it. It'd be good. Look at it. It just wants boost ran through it. You already got a ported head. You already got good cams. Just throw the same compression pistons in, some good H-beam rods, and just ram all the boost through it. It'll be good.
Drop in the comments below. Should Dalton boost this or keep it NA?
Look at that thing. It wants a turbo strap to it.
First piston coming out. Remember that you always keep your piston and rod orientation the same. Rod and piston cap. Push this on down. Some editing's gonna have to happen.
It's in there.
Can you put your hand underneath there?
Yeah, I'll catch it.
Come on. Not that it matters. We'll probably end up.
Nope. Nope. I dropped it. You're welcome, Dalton. Don't. It's fine. You're replacing them.
Staying in the video.
So it might have nicked it a little bit.
Now you need new pistons regardless.
That's okay. You were planning on it anyways.
Oh, gosh.
You're welcome. Yep.
Is that? I think that's still.
That's the right one.
All right. I can't believe you actually dented it.
Well, like it hit my hand, and then it slid out of my hand before I grabbed it, and then it hit the floor.
Just checking the condition of the bottom bearings. I'd say they're actually pretty good. Nothing really bad on them. Looks like they got a little bit of heat scoring in them, but it doesn't really matter anyways because this engine's getting fully rebuilt. But it's just nice to pay to due diligence and see the condition of the engine. All right, recording?
Yep.
You know how they always call these lawnmower engines? Well, here's an actual lawnmower engine. I'd say Honda's got it beat. Not by much, but a little bit. So,
hey, you know, that's...
Take that, boomers.
Yeah.
Still bigger than your lawnmower. Alrighty, we got all the pistons pulled, and these journals here actually look pretty nice. No scuffing at all, so... The bottom end itself is pretty nice. We're going to pull off this oil pump now and get the crank removed, and then after that we're going to sit and ponder what the future of this block exactly is. Alright, we're getting the mains removed here. Just looking at the mains themselves, those bearings are also pretty clean. Those journals, you can tell where the oil travels actually in the bearing there. Get this crank on out and then we'll figure out what to do next. Alrighty, so here's the crank. I checked all the journals. None of them are scarred up. It's actually in pretty mint condition. You gotta be really careful not to mess up any of the whatchamacallits.
Look at that.
Orange crank. This is why Hondas were the stuff back in the day.
Here, I don't know how you want to do that.
Yeah.
Just set it on the...
We might have to cut the camera for a second.
Oh, no, you can set it right on there.
Alright.
Get it in there. Should be alright.
Oh, you're right.
What kind of bag is that? Is that Glad?
Oh, yeah, it's scented. It's...
Oh, it's scented
Yeah,
too?
give it a whiff. Give it a whiff.
Is it? Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Scented crankshaft.
The machine shop's going to be so excited about getting that.
When you're gapping Z06s and they smell citrus, you know what's up.
It does smell like citrus. Look at that. It's all torn down. Bare block now. Fancy, fancy.
And there we have it, guys. A bare short block, ready for some building. Little tradition I got is I keep every single head gasket I've ever done. You can tell I got a few. Drop down in the comments below if you have any weird shop traditions. Okay, sounds good. When you do buy coilover someday, buy Fortune Autos. It's worth it. Greatest coilover ever. Bestest coilovers. I know a lot of people run on the track. They're the bestest people in grid life. Bestest people. I run a pair. They're great. They're the best.
A lot of people would say, wow, what a coilover. Incredible.
Alrighty, also, as Dalton was talking to us on while we were sitting on the podcast couch there, I was writing everything down. Ignore my terrible handwriting. We're not convincing him to go boost, but you know, it's the way she goes. But anyways, so we're going to sleeve the block because that's what he wants. SuperTech pistons, 14.5 to 1 ratio, 84 millimeter, ARP mains, ARP rod bolts, H-beam rods, SuperTech valve train, so that's counting valves, dual valve springs and retainers and whatnot. He wants an LSD. He wasn't sure to do Type R or an aftermarket and adjustable cam gears. And he said his horsepower goal was 230 horsepower, is that correct?
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting into dangerous territory. I'm eating Takis, drinking Coors Light. That's not a good combo.
God bless America. But yep, so this is our power goal right here. So this is the build. Alrighty guys, so that's the build. We're going to start ordering parts within the week here. I'll try and keep you guys posted. I'm going to be working on other projects in the meantime, so keep tuned for those. I'll be working on the lawnmower, rebuilding the engine on that. And if you guys don't like watching that content, I might get some content out on my 7.3 IDI truck too. But the Civic build will continue. Sounds like he wants to stay the NA route. But 230 horsepower is the goal now. I know some of y'all are shrugging like, go turbo. Hey, I get it. But we're staying NA around here, and that's just the way she goes.
I can't say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm aiming for 230 as well.
But stay around because I am going to go turbo on the Integra. You guys, thank you for watching the video right here featuring CS Speed Shop. Go check out his channel. He's got a lot more tomfoolery. I'm more serious here. He's more on the spectrum.
Really
His channel.
solid. 100%.
You check out our old channel, Ziplocks and Beatbox. It has more subscribers than this one.
And mine.
Yeah,
combined actually.
We made just the stupidest content. But at the end of the day, I was like, I gotta be more serious. I can't be stupid 100%. But anyways, stay tuned because I will boost the Integra. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for watching.
Alright.
Woo!
Yeah, it's just